Welcome to this video where I'm going to be showing you a few tips to add some spice to your website that nobody is talking about. So basically, if you don't know, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using HTML5. HTML5 is a new, well, not that new, but fairly new system which adds a few things to HTML that you previously could not do. And we're going to have a look at some of them in this video. So all I did was I went to ChatGPT and I said, give me 20 HTML5 elements that can be embedded in a blog. And obviously it started off giving me absolute trash. But then I asked for some interesting ones. And what it did was it gave me some very, very interesting HTML5 sections that could be used inside a blog. So for example, we have this here, which is a collapsible box. You might have seen these before. A lot of people use something like Elementor or Divi to get this effect, but you actually don't need to at all. You can do all of this just with ChatGPT code. So what I did was I sent this to ChatGPT and I said, make this more interesting with some style tags and make it a better example using random content. So I'll press copy here, Control A, Control V, and then run it. And you'll see that it has this really, really cool little drop down now. So this can actually be posted pretty easily onto WordPress. So this is an example here. If I just go on edit post, all I did was I added a custom HTML box. This is also true for Harbor content, by the way, and just pasted it in. And then if you press preview, you'll see that there's this little drop down box. So that's the first one. You can use that for FAQs. You can use that for blogs. A lot of people like FAQs at the bottom of a blog, but they don't necessarily want a load of text. So you could do collapsible boxes very, very quickly and very, very easily. Now, there are some other ones here. There's code here. We're not going to go through that one. You can embed a tweet, but it's actually much more complicated than this. However, you can circumvent the $5,000 a month Twitter API, which I might make a video on that at some point, but right now, not for this video. This one here, responsive YouTube embed. Now, one thing is WordPress and Shopify both support HTML5. So although you don't necessarily have to do it exactly like this, what you can actually do is you can go onto any YouTube video that has embedding, press the share button, and then press embed, and then this will give you this code here. And then you can just put this on W3 Schools, for example, or directly on WordPress, and you'll see that the video is embedded. That's also a very, very common practice for blogs. Now, let's get into some that are a little bit more interesting. So, image gallery with lightbox. Now, obviously, you can recreate this with HTML and CSS, but you don't actually need to use CSS anymore in order to get this side-by-side imagery. So let me just grab two images. So we'll just go to Two Men, El Clasico. We'll just grab, I don't know, these shorts. Why not? So I just want the image link here, and then I'm just going to replace image source here with that image link, and then again with this image link. And then if I hit run here, there we go, right. So they go side by side because that's what a lightbox is, right? It's not, it's not the best use of this, but if we go back to ChatGPT and we do the same thing, now do the same with this lightbox. It's giving me dog type, but it's fine. It's not a big issue. So what I'm going to show you now is that you can make something very, very quickly, very, very easily using just HTML and also in this case CSS, but that's fine. A little bit of CSS never hurt anyone. So we'll run this, and you'll see that this has now become like a zoomer, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just very, very small, but very, very cool and very, very interesting change. Now, you could take this even further. You could turn these into product cards. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video because we are going to be putting that into Harbor, so I don't want to spoil the surprise. Now, this is a really cool one that we saw the other day. I just made a video about how you can use this with Google Notebook LLM, sorry, not LLM. So I'll just quickly show you what that looks like. You can grab, for example, let's just load this one. This was one of the podcasts, AI-generated podcasts, and then you can upload this to, I don't know, SoundCloud, So all I would need is to turn this into an MP3. I don't have SoundCloud, so I'm not going to go into it. But let's just say that I did that, right? Then all you do is replace this link or source with the SoundCloud link. And then when you press play here, it will actually play the AI-generated podcast. So this is something that I showed in, I think, yesterday's video or 2 days ago, where you could actually do this and put this at the top of your blog. Interactive poll. So this is very interesting. You can actually embed polls and like questionnaires and things. So we'll just run that and see what that looks like. So this is using SurveyMonkey, SurveyMonkey, and you can actually do. That's so cool. This is just from that as a piece of code. So obviously it's using iframe, and obviously you'd have to first create the survey inside SurveyMonkey. But yeah, I still think that's a pretty cool one there. Another one, progress bar. This is just something that you can add to kind of say, oh, you're this far down the article, keep going, or whatever it might be. You could probably turn this into something that as they scroll, the progress bar fills up so people know how far they are through the article. Instagram post embed would definitely be an interesting one. And then this is probably the most useful one that I've seen so far. So you can actually you can do an embed basically of a Google Map thing. Now this is very, very helpful for people who want to add Google Map embeds to their website. So I'm going to use my parents' old business, Georgian Tea Rooms, which was something that, I used to work there as well back in there. And we'll go to maps first, and then we'll search again for the Georgian Tea Rooms. And then if we click share here and then embed a map, you'll see that this actually gives you an embed link. So it's very, very similar to what we were showing before. Control A, Control V, and then run this. And you'll see that we've actually embedded like you can put this anywhere. You can put this on your contact us page. You can put this on the about us page, or you can just put this in a blog. There's probably something that we can do with Harbor here as well, where we do some kind of local SEO. But I mean, that's super, super easy, super, super cool. It really doesn't take a lot of time whatsoever. So definitely we'll be looking into that in a little bit more detail. Tooltips is a very cool one. Let's copy this and run this. Okay, beautiful. Not the most useful thing I've ever seen. Countdown timer, let's see what ChatGPT's got for us this time. Beautiful. 98 days left, okay. Wow, that's pretty cool actually. Is it 98 days until the 31st of December? Probably, that sounds right. How many days until 31st December? 99 days. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's still pretty interesting. You could do a little countdown just using HTML and a little bit of JavaScript. Scroll triggered animation is probably going to get a bit too complicated, and contact forms are not very useful. But yeah, I just wanted to show that you can embed some things very, very easily without paying for plugins or whatever it might be. Particularly the Google Maps one here is extremely useful. I know that people are paying right now as I'm speaking just to embed Google Maps on their website, but they really do not need to be paying, because you can literally just grab this. Let's just copy HTML, right? And let's pretend this is my About Us page. Obviously, it's not my About Us page. And we'll just press Edit Post here. And then all you would do is put the code here and then preview, and it should embed it perfect. I mean, people are paying for this. People are literally paying for themes and whatever just to have this functionality. Stop paying for things that you don't need to pay for. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend. And I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out. Watch this video if you want to 10x or 50x your traffic with a simple plugin.